Hi everyone, it's the Bimages. I'm Kiana.
I'm Rodney B, the mastermind.
I wouldn't say you're the mastermind. That's my idea. Anyway, so a couple of days ago, I asked everyone to post any questions that you may have for us. So this is our Q&A.
Let's go. Let's get it.
You ready?
Let's do it.
So there were questions asked, and I also added a few questions in. So Rodney doesn't know what these questions are. And everyone knows Rodney. So we'll see how he responds to this. This is all truthful, all facts. No capping, if that's a word. No clout chasing.
No clout.
Okay, so first question is, how long have we been together? Total, we've been together 19 years.
Damn.
Married, how long?
5.
Six!
Going on 6.
No. We got married in 2013.
Oh shit. Well, I went to Dickinson High School, so I'm bad with math. Keep going.
Okay, well, now that that's done with. So, been together 19 years total, married for 6 years.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. It is. Second question. How did you meet? I'll let him do his rendition of how we met. I'll let him do his spill on how we met.
All right. Look, first of all, if you know me, it's Q&A. Typical night, Friday night. It's going down. Football game, Dixon, Texas. We wasn't going to win, so we had to win on the women. I seen her. Actually, I had seen her in the hallways.
We went to high school together. Is that where you're getting at?
Yeah, she was a little freshman. She was fresh meat. Seen her rumbling through the hallways. I was like, I'm going to get her. Boom. Friday night, it's going down.
I don't think I was a freshman. I think I was a sophomore.
You was a freshman when I first saw you. Running through the hallways, trying to see who you can see. So anyway, boom, it was her and her friend, Nikki May. I saw her, and I immediately like, this is my shot.
No, because it was a football game. It was my junior year because I wasn't on drill team. And that was the only time that I wasn't on drill team, my junior year. So that was my junior year.
Okay.
You had already graduated, and you were at the football game.
Okay, well, she did say we've been together for a long time, so let me think. Anyway, let's get back to when I first saw her. So, boom, I saw her. She was walking. She had on some tiger prints. I don't know if she had got them from.
They were Guess.
Some Guess tiger prints. Boom, I saw her.
They weren't tiger prints. They were cheetah.
Cheetah, tiger, they all in the same fucking habitat. So, boom, I went over there, shot my shot, and she was kind of like, and I'm like, look, hey, I like you. I like how you look, I like your walk, I like your stance, I like your whole movement. Shit, I'm Rodney on the floor.
Bam, I don't agree with that because at the football game, you had already graduated, but you had tried to holler at me while you were still in school.
Oh, we gonna get
the
back
football
to
game
when I first met her.
Was when it officially started.
Look, we taking too long on this. When I first saw her to my
I mean, I just want to be honest for the people. That's what That's.
I seen it.
That was like the third time or second time that you had shot your shot.
I seen it in tiger prints. I'm like leopard prints, whatever the fuck they were. Boom, I got to get that. Went over there, made my approach. I don't know where it went. I don't think I got no number. Typical girl.
No, you did get the number, but this was a homecoming game, Dickinson homecoming game. There was an after party at, what's the hood spot?
That wasn't the same night. That was a different night that happened.
No, babe. No, what's not?
It was at 1,000.
It was a homecoming night, and the homecoming after party was at 1,000.
She's right. Go ahead, keep going. So that's when I met her. Shit, you know.
I had a curfew because, of course, I'm a female. I had a curfew. I did go to 1,000, but being the dude that he was, he came super late. By the time he showed up, I had to go home.
So yeah, that's right. I was like, shit, what's up? Let's link. She had a curfew, and Lord forbid if she missed that curfew, we don't know what would happen. I probably wouldn't be with her tonight, cause she would have been killed by Miss Morny B. And of course,
Morning, my mom.
oh shit, Mara B. Morny B is the real one who don't play no games.
Mom is very calm and patient.
Okay, so
So what I remember, because that was maybe like the second or third time you tried to holler, and then that was when it really solidified our relationship because I called you the day after because I didn't want to miss my curfew. So the first time was in high school when you were still in school.
All right.
And Jason Wilson approached me and said that you wanted to
Shout out to Jason, man.
that you wanted to talk to me.
Okay. And so she was like, tell him to come talk to me himself. And
Well, because at the time, if y'all went to the high school with Rodney, he had this face towel thing going on, and it would be like right here in his face. It was always white.
It was like the
always
home
white.
improvement. It was like the home improvement.
But it was always like right here, and I didn't understand that. I was very confused by that.
So, okay, I know this is going too far, but I had a gold tooth. It's pretty right right now. So I'm like, oh shit. She's gonna see the gold tooth and be like,
No, but that towel was not specifically for me. You had been carrying that towel.
the towel was due
So
to my
he had
gold.
some little insecurities about the gold tooth.
Still
I'm
do.
not sure when the towel happened, but when he tried to talk to me, he had the towel.
Okay, still do. So Jason told her, she said, come to her, and boom, I think I did, and we went from that.
No, Jason told me you wanted to holler, and I said, well, I mean, does he have a mouth? He can come tell me himself. And I don't think it went anywhere from that. I don't think it went anywhere until the homecoming, after you had graduated, at the homecoming game.
All right, bet.
So that was officially,
In
we knew each other
2000,
throughout
2000.
high school, but officially it started homecoming to 1999? No, or 2000. When did you graduate? 99?
2000.
So yeah, it was homecoming 2000. And here we are, 2019, almost 20 years.
Try that.
Okay, so next question. Why do you think we've been together so long?
Well, what I think dark skin is in. I mean, Wesley Snipes definitely put us on the throne for dark skinned brothers, and of course the more light bright ass niggas had actually started downhilling. I'm thinking right now, I'm getting old, damn near 40, but that's what happened. I think we was in right now, you know, so I was in.
The question was, why do you think we've been together so long?
Oh,
not why did I choose you or whatever you heard.
Man, my personality, man, it's just, I'm funny, and you know, I like to make people laugh, and I think it kind of just went with everything else. And she fell in love with first my swag, then she fell in love with my personality, and that's why we're here today for 20 years.
Okay, well, I will agree with his personality. I'll take that.
Sexy eyes.
He makes me laugh on a daily basis. That's very important. I say it takes a lot of patience on my part. He is a Libra. I am a Cancer. So I am, I'm very fine by myself. Serene, not too much going on the outside world. And him, loud, just on 10, just all the time. So we are definitely opposite. So it takes a lot of patience.
Opposite attracts.
True. It takes a lot of patience on my part because I have to put in a lot of effort to communicate and talk because I'm okay with not talking. I'm okay with just being silent and being in my own zone.
Okay.
But it plays a part. He really takes initiative to makes me laugh and goes over and beyond and tries to pull me out of my comfort zone. And sometimes he does his
It
part.
works. It works.
It works.
It
I've
works.
come a long way over the years. Over
She
almost
has.
20 years, I've come a very long way.
She went from K-Swiss to red bottoms.
I hate you. Rodney, can you please just... Okay, thanks. What was
Question
your
three.
first thought
Question
of... It's not question 3. It's like question 5. What was your first thought of one another? What was your first impression of me? When you first saw me, the very first time you saw me, what did you think?
I was like, okay, she said she's a little hot ass girl running around and
No, let's talk about the very first time you saw me. When I was at Dunbar and you were rolling up on the bus.
we gonna take it that far back?
Yes, let's take how far back this goes and how God really works.
Okay, so first when I first saw her, I played sports. I was in athletics. I caught the bus home. Wasn't privileged, and got a ride home. So I was on the bus, and we had to go pick up Mac Adams, and I was sitting in the back, and I saw
Dunbar. We had to go pick up y'all had to go pick up Dunbar. I
was
at
at
Dunbar.
Mac Adams. You was at Mac Adams. You was not at Dunbar. You was in Mac Adams, and you was running through like the little.
No, it was Dunbar.
It was Mac Adams. Anyway, I saw her and she had these big ass Coke bottle glasses. And like it was Mac
I'm
Adams, so the
blind.
girls
I am
was young
blind.
and she was like this fucking tall above the girls. And I was like, who the fuck is that ugly duckling?
It's
And
true. You see
that-
how God works? At that moment, God was like, that's your wife.
and
That is the mother of your children.
I was like, bullshit.
He didn't know it then, but
I was like, no, not
That's
that
how God
motherfucker.
works.
She had on them glasses, short hair, same height she is now.
okay. My first impression of you was
Be
very
real.
handsome, very like. I don't remember you when you saw me. I just remember you in high school. So you were definitely cream of the crop in high school. Chocolate. I didn't understand the whole towel issue, but you know, I thought you were super handsome.
Thank you.
I knew when I got to the high school that you were. Should I say whore?
Oh, don't say that shit on here. No, I wasn't a whore. I was a
played
typical
boy.
guy. I was a typical guy who played sports. So
Yeah, okay, so the popular guy that played sports and that was handsome. So, I mean, naturally, women would gravitate towards him. Not me, though. I didn't gravitate towards him.
she did.
No, you approached me. I never approached you.
Moving on.
Yes. Next question. What is my worst habit?
Her worst habit. Her worst habit, I shoot past all them years. And I think her worst habit is like holding on to her little anger issues. Like, she kind of be like, okay, give me a day and a half. And I'm like, Kenny, we gotta get over these arguments. We're grown now. We kind of like give them 30 minutes and like let's move forward. You know, I never want to sleep with being angry with each other because I don't think it's healthy for a relationship. I just don't think we should do it. So she'd be like, no, give me 30 more minutes. I'm like, Ken, it's been a day. Okay, well, give me 29 minutes. And I'll be like, no, baby. No.
Listen, you are referring to the early years.
I'm just telling you the habits.
Yeah.
So
But I've gotten better.
this is a bad habit that she had.
It's
and,
no
like,
longer 24 hours or more.
It's not 24. It's 23. So
It's not.
she's
It's
just
less than that right now.
she broke out of that, and like that was just a real bad habit for me because I'm the type of guy to like I piss everybody off, and then once that's over, I'm ready to just get out and have fun. And she would hold on, and her parents told me, her auntie told me like, that's Kiana. Her grandma, shout out to Miss Patty. Miss Patty was like, Kiana have always been a mean girl. She was the meanest of all of them. And I failed to just
Take heed in that.
deal with it because as you can see, she's so pretty still, and she was so light bright, and I loved it, but I hated it. Moving on.
This is true. Again, I am a Cancer. I hold grudges. So in the beginning, after arguments, I needed time to process and, sort through my thoughts and decide on whether I was going to stay mad or come back and be lovey-dovey. Probably not lovey-dovey. I was upset. So yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while, but I've gotten much better.
She have.
Yeah, so give my props. What would I say? I wouldn't even say it's worse. Like, my issues with you are very mediocre. So I do call him my ghetto eater. I don't I don't like the way he eats. It's like, I don't know. He'll eat. What would you eat? Like, what is the strangest?
Okay, like the shit. This is what I do. Like I said, I grew up. Shout out to Church Village. Shout out to Northern Pine.
Don't take into consideration of the upbringing, and that really does play a part in your marriage.
It do.
You don't think about it, but it does. So we were raised different.
Can I add mine?
Definitely.
So like I know we all over the place with all this. So I grew up different. Like I said, man, I lived in Church Village, B12 to G8. So like I grew up with them cookies to where like it was the yellow and black ones. And so like we had parade cheese, we had off-brand everything, but as you can see, I grew up healthy and I grew up good. So when we first got together, of course, we was fresh. We was two young people just trying to find out about each other and our livings. And I think the first time we went to the store, of course, like we drunk the juices the way you stick that hole in. Boop, you stick that hole in, twist the little foil a lot, we drink it up. And she's like, no, we don't get parade cheese. We get this cheese. I'm like, no.
First of all, I love cheese. Shout out to my dad. That's definitely a trait I picked from him.
So she's like, no.
But I do not believe in cheap cheese.
Cheap cheese is where to go. Like, this is America. Survival. So we were both young. I was scared, of course. Like, I grew up the baby brother of 4 sisters. So I was very just confined into this area to where, like, I was scared to get out of my comfort zone with everything. Like, just the way of life, the way of living. And I ate parade shit. But it worked. It worked for me. And that was hard, too. Like, just
coming out of the way you were raised.
Spending like $3 on cheese when I get that shit for 99 cents at Ziegler's, man. Shout out to fucking Harvey for shutting down fucking Ziegler's. You wrong for that.
So he's my ghetto eater. At times he will, I don't know what this is about because I never had to do that. He'll drink up all of the juice in the cup with ice, and then he'll put it in the refrigerator. And so I'm like, are we saving the cup? Are we saving the ice? It's going to melt? Like, what is this?
First off.
And he'll take his boots off under the table. But, I mean, those are things that I'll probably miss in the long run.
First off, like, why keep wasting fucking cups? Let my cup be my cup. Let me put it in an ice box.
So I end up just chunking the ice out and cleaning the cup or throwing the cup in the trash because it's a plastic cup. It is what it is. And then he does this thing with his nose. He's like scratching. That's it.
All black
That's
people
it.
do it. All black people do that.
Never done that in my life.
And then we gotta do this.
No.
We have to
No.
do that. That's a black thing. It's just something that black people do. We learned it from
I
our
guess if you were
ancestors.
raised, there's a difference. We were raised a little different. I wouldn't say that I was privileged. Definitely not. But I just didn't have to come up in the way that he did.
And it worked
That
for
is what it
me.
is.
By my upbringing was it helped me just be a better teacher to my boys and let them know the survival and let them know that hey, sometimes you gotta get parade instead of cheese cheddar. Any weather. Go.
Okay. So the next question is, what is my best
What is
habit?
your best habit? Uh well when we first got together, I mean this girl was so nice and kind
I was
and
very submissive.
she was just so perfect. Like
I
I
was
would
young.
I'd be like, I say some random shit. Let's go run through the park. Okay. And then was the best habits. Like, she was just so yes. She
Spontaneous.
was so yes. Everything was yes. I'd be like, let's go jump out Fred Hartman Bridge. Okay.
I was
And I
submissive and
loved it.
young.
I fell for it. I was like, okay.
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
So I was just so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I never really had girlfriends. I never grew up with girlfriends, you know.
He just fuck him and leave him.
And so she was like, she was. I mean, I may have two girlfriends in my life, and she's one of those two. So she was just so, you know, just with everything, and like I grew to that. I loved it. Uh, you know, it was easy to deal with. I mean,
Okay, so let's talk about the present. I feel like you're talking about the past. Do you still feel
oh
like I'm spontaneous? Or
no,
what would you say?
no. Now I'd be like, Ken, let's go jump off the bridge. No, you fucking jump it off yourself.
I have a voice now.
Yeah.
I have a
I'd
voice
be like,
now. I'm not young, dumb,
I'd be
and full
like,
of cum anymore.
I'd be like, Kenna, let's go. No, actually, I gotta finish this paperwork. Oh, she like, no, I gotta take the boys to practice. And I'd be like, well, what happened to the old you? It's not the old me anymore. It's the new me. So I got caught in that gridlock, got locked in, and so it was like a give or a take.
Okay, so what is your best now, like present?
I mean, she's still herself to a certain extent. Like, she's caring, she's kind. I mean,
I don't like that answer. I want you to dig deeper for that.
um,
Get off me.
the best thing now is just, I mean, she's understanding. She know that we love sports. Me and the boys love sports, and she kind of just make our life easier with it. Like she don't complain. She kind of like goes to the games and she's there. And as a man, we love sports and she makes it work. And I think like that's one of the best things because as a man, all my football guys be like, my wife don't like sports and she don't like going and we gotta go by ourselves. And she's there. She's there. She's taking pictures. She's taking videos and that's just the best of it right now. Just understanding my world, understanding my boys' world, and I think that's just the best thing I love about her now. Like just her understanding as far
Being
as
a
what
mom.
we like. So like I give her
Being a boy mom.
I give her big kudos to that man because if she didn't it'd be a blown project.
So I would say your best would be, first of all, making me laugh and just kind of, I when I'm going through like major issues, whether it be work or personal, I kind of shut down or just get very overwhelmed, and he's able to bring me out of that Yeah.
That
So
slump. That slump.
I can be really hard on myself for whatever reason because I'm a Cancer, I guess. So he's able, being his Libra self, to bring me out of that, and I would say that that's what I appreciate most about him. That's his best aspect for me.
And that's all that matters for her.
Yeah.
You mad?
Um,
You mad, boo? So this is
have you ever pretended to be asleep just to avoid an argument? Yes, I
me?
have.
Hell no.
First of all, I don't like confrontation. He probably lives for it. Like, he loves debates. I feel like this one loves debates. Me, I don't really like confrontation. I'm really not for it. If I can sleep through it, great. If I can pretend I'm sleeping through it, even better.
Okay, so first off, shout out to my Libras, but if you know you a Libra, you know you talk. And we want to debate. So I'm gonna be like, shit, ready, set, go. And I'm like, she like, whatever the argument might be, I'm like, no, let's talk about it. Let's like get this shit out. Let's go. And of course her Cancer. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to sleep on it. Give me 3 days.
Present time. Let's talk about present
You
time.
still low
It's
key.
not 3 days.
You still low key.
It depends on what the argument is about. I may need more time if it's just like really an outrageous and we haven't had those kind of arguments. Usually those are, I won't say, but that's a different conversation.
It is.
That's to sleep on, but currently I don't have to take that much time. Give me my props, yo.
She do. She do. She likes to take her time with her shit.
I do. I have to process. I do.
And I'm a married man, and we know like the way the world is right now. We can't be stuck mad at each other forever because
So let's stick to the question. Have you ever pretended to be asleep
no,
to avoid?
no.
And I would agree
No,
because when it's argument time, he'll argue, but when he ready to go to sleep, it ain't no faking. He's straight knocked the fuck out. Like, I mean, no. Who is more affectionate?
Me.
Yeah. And so let's go back. So I had to teach him my love language. I mean, that's important. I had to teach him my love language.
Go into and be detailed with that. Like.
Yes, because in the beginning, especially when we had the boys, he was like, no, I don't want them to see that. You know, whatever his hangups were when he was being raised, because that plays a major part in marriage. So, and I was like, no, I want my kids to see how a married couple isn't affectionate towards one another. Because when they get in their own relationship, I want them to know how to treat their woman. So I had to teach him how to be more affectionate with me. And so now I would definitely agree that he's more affectionate with me than I am with him. Although I do show him affection, he's come a long way.
So with that being said, man, you know, this Q and what is it? Q and A?
Question and answer.
Okay. So like, I mean, this get I don't want to say personal or in depth, but like I grew up to where like it wasn't there. My mom and my dad, whatever the relationship might have been, it just wasn't that affection, and so I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all.
And so therefore he didn't apply it.
I didn't apply it, but I mean, I gotta give her props on that. With just, you know, instilling
bringing him out of his,
bringing that to me to where like, look,
breaking the cycle.
Mom and dad have to show affection. Mom and dad have to show the boys that, hey, you gotta show affection to the wife. So when he gets older, he can show that affection, and he can, you know, let his son know or his daughter know that daddy loves mom and mom loves daddy, and we can show that side. So I mean, that was something I definitely thank God for bringing her around into my world and showing me that, because it would have been another cycle as far as just not showing it. And we have to show it as parents, that mom should show his love for dad and dad should show his love for mom.
Very well put. I guess that would be I put what is the weirdest habit, but his weirdest habit would be like the nose. I've never encountered that until I've been with him. Do I have a weird habit?
She really don't.
I don't.
She don't have
I
any
wouldn't say
weird
it was
habits.
weird. Nothing that I do
She
is
don't.
weird.
She don't have any weird habits. I think I'm the weirdest person ever.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say ever. I'm sure there's some.
And I got it from my mom. Like I wake up at 3 a.m. and eat.
Yeah, he used to. Not anymore though. Okay. Not as much. But in the beginning, yeah, he would wake up in the wee hours in the morning, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd find him in the kitchen eating. And not just like he would be like in the back of the kitchen, like I don't know if he was hiding or it was just weird to me because of our upbringing was different. So that was weird to me.
She don't know if it's a fucking rubber or is it me.
Rodney.
She's like, where's...
Why are you hungry
Rodney,
right now?
Who's that in the kitchen? It's me, babe. It's me. Butt naked, eating ice cream. Just icebox open, lights on, eating ice cream. My mom did that, so.
And the other weird habit was, so he has weird habits. Well, he did have weird habits. I wouldn't say you have one right now. Just the nose thing. Back in the day, he'd have to have his leg over top of mine. And that was cool. You know, I was young, dumb, and full of cum.
How did I get that habit?
So I was like, you know, okay. Okay. Cuddling of some sorts.
That habit happened, I mean, just going back to my days when I was young. I mean, I probably slept in the bed with my mom forever. Like, this can get deep.
It was a sincere habit.
Yeah, and I slept in the bed with her for like ever.
So you were like
12
until
maybe.
she passed away. Yeah, 12.
And I slowed my leg over her like that, and so Kiana had to deal with a lot. Like, I give this girl big props because she had to deal with a lot and shit.
That was the last question, guys.
Well, look.
We'll do this again. Send more questions, for sure.
Send more questions, definitely. I mean, again, like I said, if you know me, you know me at the end of the day, man.
So there was a lot of questions about, I guess you would say, relationship advice. I don't really like to give.
Oh, give yours, not give mine.
Yeah, I don't really like to give relationship advice, but we will do one. Because I think that's your own perspective of what we have. And so I don't want to comment on what someone else has because I'm not in that relationship. But we'll definitely do it because I think being together for almost 20 years, we have just a teeny bit of insight. A little bit. But I definitely don't want you to just hang on our words.
Well, I mean, it's not about hanging on to our words. It's about hanging on to, like, just what it is.
Taking little bits and pieces of what we have to say and then roll with that. But don't just...
No, look. Minus that shit. For someone to be together this long, I mean, it speaks for itself. It's really nothing that we can really say because we don't have to be with each other. She's a beautiful woman. I'm a handsome man. And we can definitely be with who we want to be with. And for us to still be with each other, I think it speaks for itself. Like you said, you have to be open-minded. You have to be patient. You have to be all of the above. I mean, because...
I would say that being married is a choice. I mean, we went through counseling before getting married. We learned a lot. I would say that being married is a choice. If you feel like this is too hard, I can't do this anymore, and you wake up every morning and you say, I cannot do this, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Your marriage will fail. I choose to be married to this Libra man of mine, and I choose to put in the work. And obviously, he chooses to put in the work as well. Because
and I think you can't go in there thinking all this shit like, oh, he have to have $1 million. He have to put me in this big gorgeous house. He has to do this and that and the other because my mommy said, baby, I want you to be with the most richest man in the world. And we all know those fucking marriages end. So I think she wanted me for who I was. She really wanted me for who I was, and
I would agree.
yeah.
I mean, we learned about expectations in counseling as well. And expectations will fail you every single time. Especially if you don't have that conversation of what you expect. You tend to have those expectations, at a job place. You let your employees know this is what I expect of you, and you don't think of doing that in your marriage, but it may be beneficial because I expect him to take out the trash every Tuesday and Friday, and that's not what he does. Well, I didn't voice that, and so they don't read between the lines, and so here I am with these expectations, and I'm like, what?
It's everything that we've dealt with that might be a problem is something that we can get through. Um, I say it again and again. I don't think her expectations was here out the jump. It was here. So
I knew what I was doing.
Anything that we grown to live with, we expanded it, and that's what kept us together because she never had these old high horse expectations. So
no, I would say I definitely fell for Rodney for who he was.
And that's everything. That's everything because if you fall for this certain guy and you don't get him, you're ready to run. You're ready to run because in this world we live in, if he can't put me in here and here and here, and I can't tell people this and this and this, it doesn't exist. So we never went out for that, and man, I think she reap her benefits, and she definitely comes out on the plus end because things that she didn't ask for, I give her.
Listen, this guy holds himself in very high standards. And I mean, he does. He has changed over the years significantly. So I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
All right, but again, man, like I tell any young couple out there, man, get you a wife that has understanding, and if she wants all this stuff, and
it's very important when someone shows you who they are the very first time. Believe them. Like, this is what you're getting yourself into. I knew when I married him that he talks a lot. I knew that. Yeah. And so for me to say, oh, I can't deal with this talking. What you mean you can't deal with it? I knew he had this personality. I knew that he was the center of attention. He loves to talk. I knew this. And so for me to say, oh, I can't deal. You can deal because you walk down the aisle. You can deal.
Yeah.
So take heed. Take heed on who you lay down with and have children with.
Okay, she kind of went a little.
Okay, that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation.
Like I said, man.
But it needs to be said. Don't just have babies by anyone. Okay?
Don't. But if you do, man, just have understanding with it. Like, don't go off the ledge and just be patient, man, and it'll happen. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. As you can see, it's happening with us. And it's 2019, and we know the world we live in, and we know it's difficult just living, period.
The divorce rate is very high.
Minus all that shit. It's hard living, period. And plus, living with someone
that has a totally different personality than
you. Yeah, that's way out the roof. So just continue to, man.
I'm not that bad.
Continue to be patient, man, and live day by day. Pray a lot. Definitely believe in God and believe in that it'll all work through if it's meant to work through.
Yeah.
And it'll happen.
If it's meant to be, it will be.
It'll happen. So, again, man, thank y'all for
tuning in. Send more questions.
Send more questions. Send more nasty questions. I'm just playing.
No, he's not. This is our first Q&A. Thank you for the questions. Send more questions so we can do this again.
Send more questions like, so the first time, how was it? I'm like, that shit was weak.
Clearly, that's not the truth because we've been together almost 20 years. So let's be honest here. So we'll strive for honesty first. No capping, no clout chasing. Just two married people that have been together for 19 years.
Peace.
Love you. Bye, guys.